This is truly heavy. This is truly heavy. I do. So this is we'll say this is part 2 of Sipping with Shakie birthday edition. And this is our interview with Miss Shannon at Makeup Shan, and she went through it. I think it's getting worse. So we definitely want to thank y'all for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. We definitely want to get her back through to just hear that so much is going on with this. It's just I'm in utter awe. I'm in utter awe. I don't think no one should have to go through this, especially from someone that. Thank y'all for the birthday wishes. And I felt it. So for y'all that was sending questions, please go ahead and resend your questions, and we'll definitely get to those on this actual live. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's my birthday. Why would I be awesome? Okay. So let me turn them right back off, and we're gonna turn them on in a minute. But so go ahead. What was so?
And basically what I was about to say too, with the sickness thing where she played, just turned me into this monster like I was talking about her when she was sick. I went to my Facebook because I remember I shared this to my Facebook, and it was on June the 10th when I shared this, and this was when she was going through the memory loss and everything. So I shared this to my Facebook right here. There was a girl on my timeline, and I blocked her out and everything, but she was like, "I'm sorry, God don't like ugly." I have a lot of supporters and that actually know about a lot of the stuff that I went on, but even here I still defended her. I said she really is a good person. The only issue is Iona, because that's where I had my biggest issue with. I said I hate she going through this, and she just had a baby. I hope she be okay. I don't wish bad on anyone, especially mothers. She really don't deserve this. She has done a lot of good. Everybody got a little messy in them. I stand on Supa having mess in her. I stand on that. I told her that digitally to her face. I've never met her in person, but I stand on that. Everybody got a little mess in them. The way I even handled these situations, it was petty, but I never just publicly humiliated you and tried to get people to literally hate you and all of this. Like, y'all pulled personal messages since y'all saw me, supporting her and coming on her stuff, and she responded to me. Y'all mad on some hate shit, and you send her old messages. And for Supa to have all of this power and influence, it's sad how weak-minded she is. That's dangerous. That's very dangerous, to be this influential and to be that weak-minded and emotional. You automatically feed into mess. And the reason I say that, now the first incident that happened with us, I explained everything to Supa, sent the voice video and everything, and she still posted on her page and flipped it around, like I was lying and all of that stuff. Now for this same situation, now let me tell you about the girl first, the girl that I had these personal conversations with. Now, when she saw all of the hate I was getting on Facebook back in January from that status that I had made, she reached out to me on Facebook, and she was saying that she's from Arkansas too. And let me go ahead and show y'all these. So she sent me this. This is January the 23rd. Keep in mind, all of this stuff happened at the end of last year, the beginning of this year. And she was like, "Hey, I see you from Arkansas. I just went through a lot of craziness being on the Crayon Case team too." And I was like, I said my piece with it. It's a lot of people that was talking shit, but I owned all of my bullshit, which I always do. So, and she was like, "It's okay. People always be on the bandwagon." And I'm like, "You're not anymore," because I thought she, maybe was still on the team, even though she went through some little crap with him. And so she was like, "No, can you talk on the phone?" So that's how me and her even started talking. This is the same girl that sent the messages. Either she sent the messages to Supa or she sent them out elsewhere. So Sunday, when this stuff happened with Supa, so I'm like, I recognize these messages. Excuse me. So when they got sent to Supa, the first thing I did, I messaged her. Same phone number, same everything. I messaged her, and this is what I said to her. I said, I said, it's crazy how our own, because I haven't talked to her since August.
Right.
So I told her, I said, it's crazy how our old messages just happen to appear before Supa, and she has started some stupid stuff again, shaking my head. And she admitted, you know, that she sent the messages around to other people because they was chatting about the same stuff, which I was never aware of. It was 2, maybe 3 people that I talked to on the regular after that situation happened with me.
Right.
I would have never knew she was doing that until Sunday. So, and she, you know, she was like, her and other people talked about the situation, and then she had the nerve to tell me, you know, just stop being fake. People are talking about you and how you flip-flop and talking about the Crayon case, but still on their dick. And I told her, I said, I never was being fake. Me and her squashed our beef. I just started back talking to her 2 months ago, and some stuff from Vegas brought up. What the fuck? I don't need to stop being fake because I want people. I said, because people need to stop hating, and you messy for sending that shit around, but left out your shit talking. But whatever, I'm good. And I know a lot of people probably may be thinking why I blocked her name out and everything. Our conversation progressed a little bit more after, you know, I basically was able to confirm that she sent the messages around, even though she didn't send them directly to Supa. But, you know, I would be less of a woman if I were to expose her on here because of the stuff that she told me that she's going through. So I'm not going to do that. And she has a business also. And
do you think she? But I mean, was she considering what you're doing when she sent out your messages? I mean,
but
she didn't consider that you want to grow when you said. I'm not Jeffrey. If you have decided not to express that, and I understand, but do you fear that maybe? I mean, whatever was said in there, she now has free reign to go say, well, look, this is also what she said. This is also what she said. This is what it is. Twist it up. Take concept out.
And you
do you
know,
think she'll do that?
It's so crazy though, and I'm not worried about that at all because basically what she sent around was the only shit talking we really did. That was basically it. It was other personal stuff, you know, that had nothing to do with nothing concerning the Crayon case. That was basically all of the shit talking. They just, you know, left out certain parts to make it look a certain way, you know. But and I thought about that. But even with me doing this now, all the way from January, I never showed no receipts. I had to go back and find some of these receipts. Some of these receipts were sent to me. I'm a strong believer in that you do not fight fire with fire. I truly, genuinely believe that Supa is a very unhappy person. I do. So I think that's why she lashed out all the time. I think that she needs, you know, people to validate her. You know, I think that's why she's so out there with her social media. But what I don't understand, I can't even take from her that she's a genius with her promo. I would never be able to take that from her. But 50% of it should not come at somebody else's expense. Every time there's some bullshit going on, you drop a code so that you can get more money, so that you can make more money. Yeah, Supa may not need to do all of that to make more money, but it's a pattern of behavior, and that's not okay. And the reason where I stayed quiet for so long on all of this, and I just took all of the inner shit bashing, the death threats, you know, calling my personal phone, all of this type of stuff. I took all of that because I truly feel like God does not like ugly. I'm a strong believer in karma. You know, the universe does not lie. And that's how I was really looking at it. But for this to be the second time that you have publicly shamed me and you've twisted it all around, no, I'm just not. Like, you can't force me into a corner and think that I'm not going to come out swinging. You know, it's just not going to happen. And it's just still sad. And I feel like this is petty because I did not want to get all of this stuff together. But everybody is not about to be assassinating my character for this.
Graham used to say you can't corner a cat. You can't put a cat in the corner. He gonna come out swinging. So after she started posting and the pattern of behavior happened, did you try to contact her or
Yes, with this situation here. And I just want to throw this in too. The reason, even now, I'm still giving her a pass. I'm just telling the whole truth, my bad, her bad, the good and her good. You know, the reason that I'm doing that now, it's just really sad. I think that she's unhappy. Supa is extremely transparent with everything on her page. Name how many times that I saw her posting something about going to church. You be on there, you thanking God when you hit $1 million, but you don't post nothing about you going to church, no nothing. So I really feel like it don't matter how successful you are. It can take me years to get where I'm trying to go. I've never cared about no following count, none of that stupid stuff like that. If God is not in it, it will not prosper. And karma happens. It may not be when I want it to. It may not be when you want it to. But God does not like ugly.
Gotcha. What did she respond to you when you tried to?
No, let me go ahead and tell you that. So after she, when she did, she reached out to me about the messages that she had got. And she was like, I'm lost. What I did you like that? I'm quite sure she meant, what I do to you. But the reason it's not there is everything that's been screenshot and showed up there. She deleted it so fast. Like, I'm trying to type to explain everything that I've been explaining to y'all. And, she removed them and then, editing them so she can post it to her thing and everything. And I'm telling her that the messages are old. And I said, I got over the situation with you. I haven't said anything bad about you. It's just funny how people always find mess. I didn't even say everything that's been concocted in these messages. If you notice, my middle name isn't even spelled right at the top. It's just crazy because now I stay under your posts again and I don't say nothing on Facebook, about you. Now people coming out of the woodworks with bullshit. I said, Supa, you and I both talked hella shit when I fell out with your brand. The only somebody that some of these look familiar from, and there's her name. I guess it was just meant to be because I didn't know I didn't block that out.
Yep.
So she tried, and I told her that she tried to befriend me when y'all had y'all falling out because she fell out with Supa and everything too, and I said, I'm blocked from the page on Instagram and Facebook. And I said, but I own my bullshit. Some of these are real and some of them not. So Supa was just like, right, have a blessed day. So I said, and what you just sent me is true. In the beginning, I tried my hardest to get your attention. Everything I said was true, even when I owned the stupid stuff I did. I said, whoever sent you these just literally saw me back under your post for like the last 2 months. I just don't understand because nothing on these messages is new. Where is this coming from now? And you should see the entire thread from the ones I did say on here. That's crazy, like real crazy. I said, I was mad still about our situation. People say you do stuff when they're mad, but it's on. And I said, and you too. I don't understand why people so worried about me and I don't bother anybody. I said, the only bullshit that I was ever in was concerning your brand. And it's still the truth to this day. The only bullshit I was ever in was concerning your brand. And it's just stupid that people still trying to cause confusion. And after I sent that, I saw she had posted on her page and I was like, wow, Supa, and you, I said, you out there in there when this is, I basically was saying because I was typing so fast that I was like, wow, you really posted these, you put that out there. And I said, I fell out bad with your brand. People can be mad in confidence. I said, I literally just started back being under your post 2 months ago. Everything I said was true. What the fuck? But okay. I said, the internet bullying can start again like the first time, but okay. And she gonna say, new or old, I never talked about you, especially any sickness. Now, I've showed y'all that I didn't say nothing bad about her sickness. And I showed y'all earlier when she said that she ain't never talked about me. You see how fast she literally played the victim in this last little sentence. I guess this was to justify the bullshit that she had just pulled. And I was like, hold up, I never played with your sickness. I'm still trying to explain everything. I'm still apologizing. I'm like, I'm sorry for some of this. I was in my feelings. Y'all hurt my feelings. I was like, I always admired you, but never kissed ass. But I said, Supa, you've been wrong. I said, but I know you have feelings. I don't wish any ill on you at all. I will always see you as one of my motivators. Do this whole thing from the beginning where I showed y'all my personal DMs. I've been saying this. Everything I said, I meant. And I'm still apologizing for all of this stuff. And I said, that's so messed up because you know the power you have and why tear me down publicly? Because I never really tore you down publicly. And for me to explain again, like the first situation, and you still flip it and play the victim, that is sad to me. And I think it's funny how all of this happened Sunday around 11:30 at night. And her Cyber Monday and Black Friday and all of that stuff was coming up. Why are you so concerned with stupidity? I only have 3,000 followers.
Okay. You think this is attributed? Do you think it just was your turn? People have turns, depending on
I
what's
think
going
it
on.
was my turn again.
Okay.
You know, like.
So have you received? Okay, so from the post on Sunday that she made about you, did you have any did people start contacting you and
Oh my
bashing you
God.
and threatening you
Now,
again?
now, of course, I got trolled, but it was totally different than it was last time. I actually got so much love. And what's so bad about it? God is my witness. Like, I was sent them to you to show you, because I'm not putting nobody that's supporting me in their crossfires. But
Right.
I got so much love from people in New Orleans, people that got businesses in New Orleans, talking about, they been saw this change, this type of behavior, just keep your head up, we know all of this isn't true, we know how super do. Like, I will say I got about 30% trolling and I got 70% support. It was totally different than it was last time. Totally different.
Do you think that what's your biggest takeaway from this? Like, this way, do you think that this is your first entry into the beauty industry? Do you think that does this just make you think about it again? Does this make
No,
you
because since then, I've worked with a lot of companies since then, and to this day, this is the most unprofessional one that I have ever in my life experienced personally.
Right.
So at first it did kind of shape my perception. I'm like, like, what the heck? But this is the only amount of unprofessionalism that I have experienced from any company in the beauty industry. And it's so bad and it's so sad that how it was spun around to look like I was bashing a Black-owned brand. And everybody that know me from Facebook to Instagram, I'm always buying and I'm always posting and promote something from a Black-owned business. Always. So just because you have a Black-owned brand, that does not give you a crutch to lean on and an excuse for you to do people bad because you are a Black-owned brand. You still have to be held accountable. I'm not the only one that had my story with all of this that was going on. I almost went a year without saying anything about it until she came at me the second time. And I just really hope that this may inspire somebody else to speak up. I've been saying all types of stuff, but that's not my business. It's besides the point. But it's Crayon Cuties that's still on her PR right now, be making little slick statuses about how they done and they finna make a YouTube video about it and all of this stuff. But I'm y'all target. For what?
Black Friday. Black Friday. Do you think
but let me just add this in there. I'm sorry, but and I think it's so sad that all you do is bully, and you had the nerve to say that, when they get caught, they play victim. I had nothing to get caught about. Nothing to get caught about. I covered my bases, but I think that's just extremely sad. Like, I'm still trying to process it all. Because I'm still kind of in awe that it all happened like that. And then for the second time, how can you just play victim? It's always somebody else. And then you got the nerve to say, and pay me out to be this horrible person because I played with your sickness. But just in all transparency, I'm quite sure y'all saw it too when she posted about how her baby daddy was talking about some, how did you enjoy the honey house, but you kept catching seizures in that, and you posted, feeling crushed because he done talked about your sickness, but you deleted after a couple of minutes. And y'all right back on the date last week, but you ain't posted on your page. He posted it on his that y'all right back out on the date. Like, why do you feel like it's okay to publicly shame people and then act like, ain't nothing happened? That's not okay.
I don't know. It's one of the. Do you think that do you think you've lost? You said at one point that you feel blackballed. Do you think other people in the industry would not mess with you because of this?
Yes. And the reason I say that, when that first incident happened, when I had made that status that I was giving away my supplies and all of that stuff, it got back to me from another Crayon Cutie that was in the group that I was never in. She told me that Ayana had posted messages in there as like I was snitching on the other cuties. It was so many to this day that I could have said something about, because they talking all of this shit, but they still up here kissing y'all ass. But I feel like that's not my fight. That's not my fight. I do regret, it was one in particular that when this happened, I did out her. And the reason that I outed her, and I still feel horrible about it. The reason that I outed her when all of this stuff was happening, she was literally, because she was waiting on a package and everything too. She was literally jumping from my post, you know, talking about, sis, you good, you know, you were lying, to literally jumping on Ayana post, talking about some, oh, Ayana, I just love you so much. Like, at the same time, them dangerous games that you playing. And then the only reason that I even told Ayana had called me on Messenger. I did not record the conversation, but knowing her, she probably did. If she wanted to dispute anything, then she could upload it herself. Ayana swore to me that she was not going to out that girl. As soon as I sent her that stuff, boom, it's on Facebook. Her and her sister Piggy, I posted it all over Facebook, acting a fucking fool about it. But you literally swore to me that you was not going to out that girl. Like, I know what that shit feel like now, and I genuinely hate that I did that. I do. Like I said, I have always owned when I was not right. I have always did that. I've apologized to her about that. I feel really bad about that. I know what it feels like, you know, but at the end of the day, I wasn't the only one that was wrong. Just tell the whole story.
Wow. This was, and it's shocking to me. And I just hope that you don't let this dissuade you from your dream. And I hope you stay focused. And I hope that young women can see that no matter who they is, you could be you. And I applaud that you never did ass kiss or try to ass kiss, because the people that's around them are a bunch of yes men. And this is what it is. What I like to do now is take a few questions that they may have. Your story is very concise. And let's see what the first one, just say to you, very nice, because anyone else would have exposed the girl all her information. So, I mean, and I think you should, I mean, I know I would have. She said, someone says, are you worried about the backlash that can tarnish your own personal, not just like your personal business brand, but just, do you think this, like, can you go around your hood and stuff, and because people have seen, No,
and the only reason why, because at least now, because everybody's still gonna have their opinions and everything, but just see me as human. If she wants to expose our personal business stuff that I asked just advice for her, I'm 26 years old. I just want advice. It's not really nothing incriminating that I've actually did. It's just stuff that I want advice. So if that's gonna make her feel good to do all of that, then by all means do it. I feel like it cannot get any worse than it has already gotten.
Okay. They said, why haven't you blocked her?
Oh, now she blocked.
Oh, she's blocked.
Now she blocked. Because I blocked her off Instagram and everything after I had talked to her. You know, she basically told me to quit being fake. And, you know, basically this wouldn't happen if I wasn't being fake and everything. So I blocked her out of all of my social media. But I was so busy trying to defend myself, I didn't block her out of my phone. I didn't think about it anymore until today, maybe 30 minutes after you posted the flyer, like right before we were supposed to do all of this. You know, she texted me talking about, so what's going on now? And, you know, she called me and I didn't respond to it because, I mean, what you scared I'm finna expose you or something? You know, and I didn't respond to it, so I blocked her now.
They said, are you still using the products? Are you still using her products?
Yes. And this is another thing. This didn't really start until Supa came out with her brand. They've always been too personal anyway. But why should, just because you don't like what somebody does personally, you know, as long as it's not dealing with something racial or something that affects individuals as a whole and sensitive stuff, it should not determine whether or not you use their products. That's just not fair to me. Everybody are different. Everybody experience and say things different. We're all different human beings. I didn't really see this trend until they came out. We're now quick, oh, well, I didn't like what this person said. You know, even and then it's like with her, if she say jump off a bridge, everybody gonna blindly do it. Well, not everybody, but people gonna do it. You know, and I don't understand that, because just in transparency, because just like the whole thing when she let Jeffree Star, you know, do her sand powders and everything, then nobody had nothing to say. As soon as Juvia's Place did it, oh my God, let's stop using their stuff. You know, she's supporting the racists. Where was this same energy? I don't understand it. She is not God. She has flaws post like the rest of us. And I'm going to be honest with you. I never said nothing about any of this until now because I'm honestly not that petty. I don't like to be in the camera. This is the first time that I have ever in my life been live on Instagram. I don't like all of this stuff at all. She thrives off of that.
Right.
You know, and that's just sad to me.
Would you recommend the Crayon products? Like, as far as when you're doing your thing now, I mean, you say you still use them, but of course you're not. You're not tagging them in the post or anything?
Yes. Now let me tell you. Now, the only reason after I started back talking to her, not back when I was talking a little noise in April and May. Now, from the first situation when I made that status, I've been blocked off the Crayon Case page. Iona blocked me off her page on Instagram, and she blocked me from the Crayon Case page at the same time. I have been blocked on that page. Me tagging them in the products I use, it don't do me no good. Even though I'm blocked from it, other people that look at my page, they can click on that and go buy it if they want it. Why are y'all penalizing me for still support something that I use? That is just petty. If I'm going to make a post, I'm going to tag everything, even though it's in the video that I'm using it, but I'm going to tag everything but their products. I'm just not that petty. Like, why is that a problem?
If they blackballed you, have you thought about suing?
Now, like when this first happened, I had got on Facebook and I had made a status, you know, and I was basically tired of this, and I had put it on my diary and everything that I was going to sue this time. Now, keep in mind, Supa had blocked me off of Instagram. Why did she come under my post on Facebook when I said that? Because it was another girl coming in under there, and she's like, oh, you know, you should sue. You definitely should do that. And she gonna come in under there talking about some, oh, don't forget I'm a human and I'm a business owner. Watch my smoke. So I never had thought about suing from the last time. But with this, I think I got a pretty strong case. And considering how I put everything in perspective, you publicly flipped the truth. You publicly manipulated your followers to hate me. 1.8 million people. You publicly and purposely defamed my character. So why the fuck not? And you would think that she would be so much more humble considering in the beginning the incident that she had with the Crayola brand, and they spared her. They could have took her for every cent that she had.
Right.
They spared her, but you don't spare nobody. Nothing. All y'all thrive on is mess. The people that genuinely support y'all, you don't give a fuck about none of that. Look how they did me in the beginning.
Right.
And I proved my point that it was genuine.
That's a clear warning to me though. Like just the beginning. What do you feel they need to do to fix the business? Like what do you feel they need to do to fix whatever is going on?
At the time, I used to think, because, you know, Iona just was like 22, 23, something like that. So I really felt like at the time, all of the power that she was given, it was too much for her. I had receipts on talking to her too. After all of this happened, I gave her very extensive knowledge. I was still nice to the girl. If y'all want to see that? After all of this, I post them because I talked to her a long time, and I told her, I said, y'all need to communicate with the cuties more. I said, stop being so judgmental to them. I said, people are scared to come and talk to y'all when they have a problem because y'all like to bully them over the internet. I told them all of this stuff, but it was at one point where I was specifically blaming Iona, but as you being the CEO and you instigate a lot of the bullshit going on, I used to give Supa a pass, but you're not going to tell me that you don't know everything that's going on within your business. If you don't know, then that just shows that you need to take some type of business classes or something.
Somebody said, do you think any of their relationships are pure? Any of the relationships are pure? As far as the Crayon Cutie,
I really don't know. I know for a fact. Oh, I talk so much, y'all. I know for a fact the relationships that they have with all of those Crayon Cuties are not. They are not genuine. I know that for a fact, because even the ones that talk to me personally, and y'all, it was so sad how I never saw the messages that Iona was supposed to post up in the group, you know, when she flipped it to try to get all the cuties not to talk to me and everything, because there was a lot of block me, you know, everything, like, wow. But I don't know. Hopefully people can just learn to think for themselves. And it was so sad because it was some cuties, and this is why I say they blackballed me too. Now keep in mind they was ignoring all of my work and everything. But when I tagged other people on my story and stuff, they would repost it to their stories. Other people. I have messages. There are 2 Crayon Cuties to this day that thank me. Oh, I've been trying to get their attention. They never reposted my work until you posted it. So I know for a fact they was being petty because everybody else, right? You can't never call me no hater because I was showing y'all other people's stuff. You know, I still have those messages where y'all thanking me. Oh, did you see she reposted me? You know, did you see this? I'm like, yeah. Like, you can't never say I was a hater. I wasn't really bitter about it. I was still doing the work, even though I knew for a fact I was blackballed from them. They was just being petty. And I still was tagging other people so they could see other people working. They would repost that on their stories. They would do that, other people's stuff.
Would you forgive her? Would you ever forgive her?
Man, Super Ben forgave. You know, now, like, that very first situation, I held on to that. I held on to that for like 6-7 months. Like, I was hurt. But when I literally let that shit go in October, I let that shit go in October. Even now, I'm not mad at her. I don't wish no ill on her. I hope she gets some help. The plastic surgery didn't make her happy. The money ain't making her happy. Her relationship not making her happy. I hope she genuinely finds some happiness. Because one thing about me, because even how Sunday, you know, you got the nerve to call me fat. You gonna fat shame me because you can afford plastic surgery. Bitch, if I could afford it, I'd be around this bitch snatched too. But don't do that. Don't forget where you came from. Don't do no shit like that. Because from the pictures that she posted, I would have never knew that she was that bad built. So don't be transparent and turn around and be a hypocrite. Don't do that.
Right. This has been so when did you receive any help or support from them when your apartment caught on fire? That wasn't no.
Oh no, that's that situation. That was, I never even talked to them about any of that. It wasn't my apartment. It was the next door neighbor. Like, I live in a townhouse and they're connected. And I had just posted. I never put like, oh my God, my house got burned down. I was just showing that, you know, what had happened and everything. I never said that was my house or nothing like that.
Wow.
And then, you know, just a simple fact, how you so quick to do people on the internet, but you got the nerve to have this campaign talking about you block bullies. Like, all money is not good money. I remember Supa Cent, and y'all know it too, talking about all promo is good promo. All promo is not fucking good promo. I do not like the promo that I have gotten from negativity. I do not like it. I don't like it at all. But this time I was not going to be quiet. I just was not.
Right. You spoke out today, which I'm glad you did. And it's to me it's like standing up to a bully. Of course, you know, some people are popular, so they people just go what they say. Anyway, so you came and you told what you is to your truth. What do you hope? What happens next for you? Where do you go from here?
Me, basically, because I am gonna make a YouTube video about this, and I'm gonna post everything and explain it so everybody can really get the gist of it. And after that, I'm done with it. They can dispute what they want to. I don't drop receipts. You know, like I cannot make this shit up. I cannot make this up. So I mean.
Right.
So after this, I'm gonna do my little video on it, and I'm done. Like I'm done with them.
So there's after you run out the supply that you have is over with. You just gonna move on. And,
yeah, I ain't buying no more. I mean, y'all hate me so bad. You talking about you don't want my fake support and all of that, even though a lot of the shit I do like because it's so damn cheap. You know, I'm not gonna get on here and shade her products, even the ones I don't like, you know, but it got caused all of this confusion. I was supposed to be being fake by doing all of that. You can have all of that. You can have it. When I run out, I ain't buying no more. I'm not in no need for no type of makeup. Y'all want to see my makeup room? I posted it earlier on my story. I don't need makeup.
Right. Do you have what message do you have for people dealing with this type of internet bullying? This is not about this company. It's not about them anymore. This is about because you have some people are looking at you now They have no idea. They don't wear makeup and whatnot, but they're hearing your story and they're hearing what you went through. What message do you have for those people, the young women out there that's like, you know, I want to do this and they're doing this and they're posting this and stuff. Like, what do you have to say? How do
you know, the only thing that I could say, because doing the makeup thing, because you know I've been halfway decent with makeup really since September of last year. The only thing that I can say, don't look at what everybody else doing, because you will get there in your own season. I don't do stuff to get followers. I'm happy with my little 3,000 followers. You know, I was at 31 when she posted the bullshit. It got up to 38. You know, like I'm used to getting my little 500, 600 profile views. I don't care about all of that, because I feel like my season is going to come. Stuff like that is very stressful. And even sometimes, because I used to confide in my friends a lot, like sometimes I wish I had just been quiet on that whole situation. Like, but then I thought about it, because I still felt good, because I feel like I kept my integrity, you know. But because even this time, I didn't want to do none of this. It took me forever to go find a lot of this shit from last year, but you cannot do that twice, and the second time be the worst. When I do dope ass work, people not gonna want to work with me on the bowl.
Right.
You know, your reputation is everything.
Right. Right. Do you plan on what's the takeaway from them? Do you now speaking about them? What is your? There's a little girl out there that wants to be a Crayon Cutie because she sees this, but she may run across this video on YouTube, and would tell her right now.
You know, I've actually gotten inboxes from that. I support a lot of people that want to be Crayon Cuties. They constantly tagging them, the hashtag future Crayon Cutie, all of that. I don't hold that against them. Every time when they ask me about the crayon case, I tell them, I say, just watch your back and be quiet. Don't get personal. Just do your makeup. That is it. If you want to be a part of them so bad, just do your makeup. You know, I said, just keep going. But I said, don't settle. Don't make them feel like you need them to get your following count up. Like, the world is so fucked up today. It's all about your following count. Like, it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the social media world, it revolves around that. If you want to do this full time and get paid for it, it revolves around all that. Somebody is constantly looking for something to get everybody attention so they can follow them, negative or positive. Positive stuff don't get a lot of attention.
Right. Right.
So if whoever it is that still genuinely want to be a part of that, I'm not denying Super Truth the way she said it, because she may genuinely have thought it was like that. But this is my truth. With all the receipts, the whole story. But I'm not going to tell nobody not to support her. If y'all want to do that, that's what you want to do. If you want to be a part of the brand, by all means, be a part of that brand, but just be quiet. But don't ever settle. Don't ever kiss nobody's ass. Don't do it. It's not worth it.
I'm glad you stood on that, because so many people are, and this, I think a lot of her issues coming from that, from people just around her kissing ass and not telling her, look, sister, stop. You might not want to say this or do this right here. You know, and so, but you know, it's definitely something going on over there. I'm looking forward to the sale. I'm gonna buy something for my dog. So I'm gonna wait for something for the sale myself. What you're very eloquent, very good speaking young lady. 26 years old, you have your entire life ahead of you. I would like to apologize on behalf of everything that's New Orleans and everything that this represents. And this is not all black people. This is not all black businesses. This is not all New Orleans. This is not all of us. Some of us have, and guess what? I think you were right when you said we all a little messy. I am, you are, we all are. We all had, I'm a lot more than the average person, but I think you were right for that. And that's correct. And just be mindful of that. The resolution that I want to see for you is just one thing: success. You will speak mountains more than speaking here, speaking anywhere, because people gonna probably want to talk to you about this. Speaking on YouTube, but you speak mountains with your success. So don't ever stop. Don't ever quit what you're doing. Keep going. Keep pushing. Keep striving. Don't let anything dissuade you. You spoke of God, so I believe you're a person that believes intently in a spiritual aspect. And so if you believe in that, you have to also believe that there's an enemy. And the enemy will try to do anything to get you
misdirected. And you can never let that happen. So I want you to keep that. You sound like you have a real, real good head on your shoulders. I love how real you are. I love how true you are. I love you owned your mistakes in this, and I love that you kept it as far as what it is, as far as what you do, and continue to do that, and don't ever change. Be living your truth, and no one can ever stand against you. And so tell us, please, for the viewing public, tell us your Instagram, tell us your YouTube, and tell us where we can find you.
Well, my Instagram, of course, is Makeup Shan, MAKE_UP_SHAN. My YouTube is the same thing. The link is in my bio. There's nothing there right now because I'm still learning all of that stuff. But this definitely is going to be up.
Okay.
You know, this definitely will be there. My Facebook is Shannon Shanice, SHANNON, and SHANICE, A, not E. So,
Right. Okay. And so I want y'all to all go and follow her, because I mean, it costs us just nothing to follow and like and pitch. It costs us nothing as we support each other, and that's what we have to do, especially in the face of what's this kind of stuff that's going on. I'm sorry that you had this experience. I am, and I wish that it would have went a lot smoother for you, because I understand.
I mean, I own some of it. I was petty, you know, with me knowing that they petty, and I chose to be petty. I kind of set myself up for that in the beginning, but this here, I don't feel like I set myself up for that. For you to air personal messages from months ago. Right. And I think I've shown my character. I can't concoct these messages. They got the same messages that I got. You know, so at the end of the day, people are going to think what they want to think. I didn't come here to shine no hate on nobody, to try to persuade anybody's thinking, but this is my truth. So,
right. So, I do applaud that. I want everybody to take from that exactly what she just said, and it's just being about being truthful to yourself. And I'm glad that you came. I'm glad that I got to meet you. You're a wonderful young woman, and I wish you all of the successes in the world. I thank you so much for stopping by the Shakie Show, the Sipping with Shakie, and we as Sip Nation, your friend of Sip Nation, and we want to keep abreast of you. Make sure you come back and tell us how things are progressing from time to time. We don't know.
I appreciate you. I do. I appreciate it. There was a lot of people, you know, reached out. Oh, can we do an interview on this and that and blah blah blah? And I was just like, I really don't want to do none of this shit. I was scared doing this because, like I said, I don't go live, and I was just like, I really don't want to do this, but I got to. Right. You know, sometimes you gotta protect yourself.
Right. And sometimes you gotta just expel that dick. Like, okay, this is what I did. I'm out. I'm done. It's over with. I don't let it out. It is what it is. Thank you so much for stopping by. I love you so much.
Thank you, and
it's a pleasure. Thank you so much again. I appreciate you.
Y'all have a good night.
Yeah, thank you so much. You too. Well, y'all have heard the her. She has brought her receipts. And she is and y'all know where to find her. We've heard and we've made you can make your own determination on where it goes. The final sip is going to go like this. The final sip is going to go like this. With power comes responsibility. So you always and not saying we all don't get that, but if you have power, if you can influence people, you have to take some responsibility. You have to take some responsibility in what it is that you're doing, what it is that you're putting out there. Generally speaking, I believe strongly in the power of karma. What goes out comes in. So with great power comes great responsibility. And I implore all of us, myself and everybody that's bigger, way bigger, and everybody that's coming up, to remember that. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining Sipping with Shakie. I will not be doing Sipping with Shakie tomorrow, but Friday I do have a interview schedule. I'm looking for the flag, excuse me. I have an interview schedule. Oh, I came off so big. With Magnolia Skibble. a author, a community advocate that did 10 years in prison, and we're going to talk about it. It's a friendly Friday, so it won't be any type stuff like that. Also, if you'd like to schedule an interview with me, you may reach out to my publicist. Her name is Miss Crayon. It's at MSKARRION, and she will schedule that with you. I thank y'all so much for joining. I will have a happy birthday. I'll come live later on and joke with y'all. But I love y'all and thank y'all so much for joining.